Hi, I'm James Haskell. I'm in Japan at the moment at the Rico Black Rams training ground. I'm just going to give you a little review along with some of my colleagues of 2011. It's been an interesting year. I started in Paris and then I've ended up in Tokyo. Obviously, high points for me were making the World Cup squad. Low points were obviously weren't as successful as we wanted to be, which was difficult. I think the outstanding rugby moment's got to be New Zealand winning the World Cup, doing it in such an impressive manner. I think 2012 is going to be interesting. I'm going from Japan to New Zealand and back to London. I'm not sure where else we'll stop off, but no doubt there'll be a few interesting places along the way. But it's been a good year. Let's hope 2012 is even better.
Hi, I'm Holdren, head coach of the Rico Black Rams in Tokyo. Highs for me in 2011 were obviously the All Blacks win the World Cup. High or a low, I'm not sure, meeting up with James Haskell again from my past. There's been some good highs and some good lows there.
I hear he's a good guy though.
Yeah, average banter. Average banter.
Right,
he's getting better.
How dare you?
Not too many lows, all good while you're alive, mate.
Perfect.
Don't go too wrong.
Hi, I'm Ellison, starting centre fullback, first five in the wing for the Rico Black Rams here in Japan. Highs this year would be the birth of my lovely daughter, the marriage to my beautiful wife, and also having James Haskell come and join the Rico Rams. It's actually, that kind of bridges over to one of my lows, which is having Hask here, and you start off really good. Top guy, brought him around for a bit of coffee, and then from then on it's just been this big English guy outside my door every morning, sniffing around when the espresso's fresh and the pancakes are ready to go.
But he hasn't obviously advised you on that fashion sense, that lumberjack gilet you're wearing.
Yeah, the LJ, the black and red LJ, is just, Tokyo style really, and I'm trying to mix in, I'm trying to get with the culture. I've got this, a bike.
How's it going? Roy Kinlau here. It's my boy Rio. Just give you a review of my highs and lows of 2011. My highs are probably the All Blacks winning the World Cup at home, and
Don't be too enthusiastic about it though. I like
my teammate Manonu coming over to join us here with James Haskell also joining us from England. Probably lows are James bullying me around, making me take him to the supermarket and stuff.
Well, apparently he's a real lovely guy though, from what I've heard.
Yeah, he makes a good centre.
So it sounds but but you would say he's one of your highs as well, wouldn't you?
You want me to say that my highs?
I'm not paid to say anything. This is what you're supposed to be telling me here.
Yeah, he's a good dude, lovely bloke, and I'm glad to have met him and play with him.
Okay, perfect. Bye, Rio.
That'll be $200.
No, I'm not paying you.
200 quid.
Sub 2. My name is Manoni, aka Skykes Deluxe. Just here in Japan, Tokyo. Just finished the Christmas party, so yeah. Any questions from you, mate?
So, what are your highs for 2011? Obvious question, but I want to hear it from you.
Oh, a few highs. Probably finally winning the World Cup, I think. Being a part of that. It's probably the biggest high of my life so far. So.
Pretty special experience all round?
Yeah, it's a good experience.
Have you had time to enjoy it though? Because obviously you came straight to Japan.
I think a few days after I enjoyed it. But then I come to Japan and then I met yourself, so I just went straight up there.
Oh,
hold on.
There's Mini Mercury there, Skykes' boy. But obviously one of your bigger highs is probably meeting this character, James Haskell, that we've heard a lot about. Good guy?
Yeah, no, I've always wanted to meet James Haskell, Watched him play for England. He's a bit of a nutcase, but man, he's the man, Finally met him and he came out to my house, knocked on my door when I first came and said hello. So.
Introduced himself?
Yeah, introduced himself.
That's pretty impressive Movember you've got there. You're still sporting it. We are in December. Talk me through.
Sorry about that. Well, we had a group, Movember group. It was me, yourself, a few other boys. Mr. Chow, he shaved his.
Yeah, he bottled it in the first few days.
He shaved his, so it was only a few of us. Me and Harley Tipo was still going.
But so you've had a great 2011 and looking forward to 2012?
Yeah, it's been great.
And we'll be seeing you next year for the Blues.
Definitely. Yeah. I'll see you there.
Get ready for Skykes Deluxe.
That's how we roll.
Cheers, boy.
What's up, bro? My name is Harley Tipo. I'm from Tonga.
You're the godfather of the Rico Black Rams. You know, what are your highs for 2011?
My high is my second kid, born 3 months ago. So having the first one was good, but having two is awesome.
How are you enjoying it? How are you enjoying life in Japan?
Two boys too. Apparently, I've got a
super virile. Yeah, two boys. That's the way to do it. So you've been in Japan now for a while. Any low points in 2011?
Any low points was not being able to go to the World Cup for Tonga. Long story, but I would have loved to take part.
Well, everyone knows you should have been there. But 2012, you could be back dominating. And will you be sporting that mo for 2012?
Is it in this week?
Yeah, it's supposed to end about a month ago.
I'm still growing this, and I've got no love for my wife, so.
Oh, okay. Well, look.
Trim it down so I can get in there.
Cheers, Harley. Good luck for 2012.
Pleasure, Haskell.
Rolling?
Yeah, rolling.
G'day, I'm Michael Brutus from Brisbane, New Zealand, and I play for the Rico Black Rams.
Nice. Go power. Do you find having a really small face hold you back in normal life, or?
No, it doesn't actually. I probably get more chicks than James Haskell does.
Well, obviously James Haskell's a sensible man, so he would never do anything like that. But
people underestimate me actually.
Really?
And for my small face, and then I come back and hit them hard.
You do. Yeah. Apparently, before James Haskell moved to Japan, you were sort of giving him a bit of trash talk, saying you're going to smash him up. I mean, have you done that yet, or?
I'm just waiting for the right moment.
Just attack
really
him when
to him.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Would you say meeting him was one of your highs of this year, 2011?
High, yeah. I don't know about high. Maybe midsection.
Midsection. Okay. What was your high for 2011?
It would have to be obviously All Blacks win the World Cup and finding out Mrs. was in pup.
Happy. For those of you who don't understand Kiwi banter, that means she's pregnant. So you're going to be a dad soon.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a baby factory out here in Japan.
Yeah. Well, nothing else to do, eh?
All right. On that note, we'll leave you, Mikey. Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.
Perfect.
Introduce myself. Hey, I'm Wolf, also known as Mark Lee.
And Mr. Chow.
And Mr. Chow.
The Chinese man from The Hangover.
Yeah, James seems to think I look like the guy off Hangover 2. Got to say I'm much more handsome.
Well, debatable. But who is this James character we've heard a lot about?
He's this big unit, number 8 unit that came from England. He likes to lift a lot of tin, but he's always got dodgy as knees. He's like, oh, my knees,
Whoa. Well, I'm supposed to be getting other contracts after this. Don't talk about the knees. So listen, you've been 2011. What are your highs?
Highs, definitely New Zealand winning the World Cup, but just making sure that I do well for Rico, and also meeting lots of new people. I mean, Japan's a great place. So
you're not local from Japan, are you? No.
No. Everyone seems to think I am, but I'm not. So they get a big surprise when I speak fluent English like this.
Well, I wouldn't say you speak Kiwi. That's not necessarily fluent English. It's just about. But so you've had a good 2011.
Do I need to speak fluent English like this?
Yes, you do. To speak like me. So you're looking forward to 2012.
Yeah, definitely. 2012 is going to be a great year for me. 3rd year, so I'll be probably a Japanese resident, and see where I can go from there.
Happy days.
Happy days.
Cheers, Mr. Chow. Speak to you later.
No problem.
2, 1, go. So, obviously, as you've seen, there's a lot of Kiwis involved in this year's video, and most of them said that New Zealand winning the World Cup was the best, so I've got to agree with them and go along with it. They were talking about me a lot, apparently, from what I can hear from the video guy, but a lot of positives, which is good. Know that I'm welcome in Japan, and that they're all looking forward to me, staying for a few more months before I go off to New Zealand.
What were your positives about Japan?
My positives about Japan, I like the food. Food is good. I've tried a few different bits and bobs. Uni, raw sea urchin, goes down very nicely. We've got the natto beans, which are fermented beans. I wouldn't recommend them, but again, I've tried them. I think the fact I lost my mobile phone on a public bus, and 3 weeks later it was still at a police station, and someone had handed it in and it was still intact. So I don't think that would happen in London or anywhere else. It would vaporise. But it's been a good year.
That's awesome. What are your goals for 2012, or what do you look forward to?
Oh well, it's going to be a big year for me. I think it's going to be a massive challenge going to the Highlanders. Get myself in the match 22 is obviously going to be a dream. Finish as best we can with Rico, and then get back to Wasps, and possibly have a bit of time off somewhere in between, and rest the rickety old knees.
What do you like doing on your time off?
My time off. Oh, that was Mike Broadhurst there, but a man with very, very small face. Yeah, downtime. It's a difficult one. Over in Japan, there's not a lot to do. I end up doing a little bit of extra training, a lot of rehab, trying to be as professional as I possibly can. I'll hang around with a few of the guys, Mr. Chow, we've met earlier. Mr. Chow, Harley, Rocky. Obviously Marnonu we get to hang around with a bit, so yeah, we just chill out, talk a lot of rubbish. I had to learn my humour to